planning today that we will do a flowing full body checkup, go through all the joints, get the synovial fluid moving, do a beautiful long warm-up, and then we'll get down to the floor and work there. I'm planning that we will not be getting up and down a whole lot. We will spend half the class standing, and then we'll spend half the class down on the mat or something close to that. And I had heard a really cute thing today, which was you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to ride them. So that's what our theme for today. Our theme for today, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to ride them. I want you to notice how your body's feeling. We're going to soothe, calm, and lubricate. That's the job. Let's take those breaths again. You're just swaying from foot to foot. Big breath in and breath out. Notice how your shoulders are feeling. If they are stiff and cranky, you could bring your hands to a lower position and bring them down from there. I know that getting frozen shoulders is one of the things we are all working to avoid. So we need to keep moving them, definitely. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. We're slowing the breath. And exhale down. Let's bring the hands up through the center, bring the elbows together, opening up between the shoulder blades in your back, and now taking the arms out and down. Open, stretch the heart open. Let's take a big breath in and exhale. Arms open, a big breath in and exhale. We'll do 2 more of those. Really pause for a second to let yourself expand and let your breath stretch you. Okay, now the hands are coming a little lower, and it's like you're scooping up some water, then watering your garden with your elbows tucked into your waist, and we take the hands back. So all of these moves that we are doing right now are warming up the shoulder joint and getting it ready for when we get down on the floor and we're on our hands and knees or in down dog. Our shoulders will be ready. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's do 2 more of these. Chest opening shoulder warm-ups. Taking ourselves into a slightly bent knee position, a quarter of a chair. Let's pelvic tilt, tuck the tail under, then send the tail to the back. So we're thinking similar to cat and cow. Pull in the tummy, contract, then send the tail back and the shoulders back. Exhale, round a little bit, gently, and inhale, sway. Exhale, contracting the stomach, and inhale, sway. Let's just do 2 more. Tuck the tail under, round the back a little bit. Notice how this is feeling. If it doesn't feel good, then you don't need to be doing it. But I find, I wake up with a stiff lower back, and moving it a little bit helps to loosen it up. Okay, now we're taking our hips front and side and back and side. So we're working our way all the way through the body, every joint. Taking a little time to notice where we need to give ourselves a little extra TLC. Bend the knees again, and let's take the hips in the other direction. Now we're coming into the chair pose, bending the knees, pushing the tail back behind the heels, and reaching the arms forward. You can lift your hands up above your eye level if you want, or just reach forward, or leave your hands on your thighs if you feel like you need a little extra support. Let's exhale, sit. Inhale, come up, spread the toes. Let's feel the mat underneath us. So we exhale as we sit into the chair and pull in the abdominal muscles all the way around the waist, lifting the pelvic floor. As you warm up, get a little deeper into the chair. Feel the stretch in your hips and your calf muscles. Let's do 2 more of these. All right, we're going to stretch the side body and activate the muscles in the oblique abdominal area. So let's reach down to one side and come on up. Exhale as you reach down. You look a little bit like the little teapot as you do this. If you want to stretch your arm up and overhead, you can. That's another choice. Letting my knees be soft and bendy. Not locking out any of my joints. Let's do 2 more. Next, I'm going to take us into a forward fold position. I'd like you to really focus on keeping your back flat. So I'll come to the chair, Bring the hands either to above the knees or just below the knees. Stretch the legs straight, almost all the way straight. You maybe leave a little bend in the knees. The back is flat like a coffee table. Bend the knees and then come on up. Take your breath in. Exhale, come down. Stretch the legs straighter. Breathe in. Bend the knees and come up. Come down. Stretch the legs straighter. And then come up. Let's do 2 more of these. Bend the knees. Stretch. And come up. 1 more. Bend the knees. Stretch. And come up. Now we're going to combine the chair pose and side stretch. Reach forward, exhale, getting deeply into the chair now. And inhale, let's really fill the side body with air. Exhale, sit, spread out your toes. Inhale up and stretch over. So you'll notice I'm starting to get really deeply into the chair pose because everything softens and becomes more pliable as it warms up. 2 more of these. You can probably still hear my knees going snap, crackle, pop though. Excellent. All right, let's roll our shoulders, bring them up into the ears, give it a squeeze, take them back and release. Really focus on your breath now. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale and sigh. Inhale up. Exhale, sigh. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring the feet a little closer together. Now your feet are right beneath your hips. We're going to come into a chair pose, keeping the knees in line with the hips and ankles, and lift one heel at a time and just let your arms do whatever they want. I know you hear my toes cracking. Four more. coming to the end of the mat. Bringing the hands up through the center, lacing the fingers if you can. Reaching up like a rocket headed for the moon. Exhale as you stretch in towards the center. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale as you stretch out. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch. Now coming to a wide-legged A position, toes turned out, and bringing the hands up in a 5-pointed star. Let's make sure the shoulders come down. Bend the knees out to the side, come to a goddess pose, and squeeze the elbows back. Let's breathe in, come up. Exhale down. Inhale up. We are activating the powerhouse of the body, which is all the big muscles in the buttocks and the legs. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 4 more. Try to come on down until your buttocks are between your knees. Turn the toes of the left foot in a little bit and the toes of the right foot a little more to the right. And we're coming to a warrior lunge. Square the shoulders to the front. Let's reach out through our fingers and really stretch out through the fingertips. Open your back, open your chest. Exhale. Push the outside edges of your feet down into the mat. We're coming down to our warrior 2 and up again, tracking the knee over the center of the ankle. Let's do 2 more of these. Holding this. Now we're going to activate our oblique abdominal muscles by sliding the rib cage to the left. And release. Exhale, reach. Inhale, release. Exhale, reach. Inhale, reach. Let's bring our right hand down to the thigh and reach up, stretching out the whole left side of the body. Bring your bicep up beside your ear. Stack your shoulders. All right, if that's going well, you might want to try bringing your forearm down to your thigh and deepening the stretch a little bit more. We're going to bring our hands all the way down to the floor and lift the heel in the back. Bringing the knee down in the back. Let's stretch out the front leg, the right leg, into a half split and then release. So we're flowing in and out of our half split. You might need yoga blocks under your hands. You want to have your hands resting on the floor or on your yoga blocks. We're just easing our way in and out of this stretch. Let's do this just a few more times. So now I'm going to tuck my toes in the back and lift the back knee and lower it, activating the thigh muscles of the back leg. So that's your left leg. I'm also pushing my heel back towards the bottom end of the mat. Giving my calf a big wake-up call. Just doing 3 or 4 more of these. And resting. Now I'll come to tabletop. Hands and knees. And here, I'm digging my fingertips into the mat, keeping my elbows a little bit soft. Exhaling to cat, and inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat and contracting the abdominal muscles, relaxing the neck. Inhaling to cow, swaying the back, lifting the tail and the horns, just like a cow. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. Let's just do a couple more of these. Today, I'm going to make my way back to standing, coming up through a deep low squat. And I need to get my feet fairly wide apart, so closer to the outside edge of the mat. Tucking the toes. I walk my hands back through the center and work to get the heels underneath me. Now, I'd love to get my heels down to the mat. That doesn't always happen. Today's not too bad. Now, I am resting here in the deep low squat, rocking us slightly from foot to foot. I love this stretch because it really starts to loosen up my calf muscles and my lower back and hips. And now I'll come to standing very slowly. Take a deep breath in and exhale to standing. And if doing a deep low squat is not in your cards today, excuse me while I fix my underwear. Doing a deep low squat is not in your cards. You just get up the best, safest way that you can. We're getting ready to start our stretches again here on the left end of the mat. Bringing the hands together, lacing the fingers. The feet are beneath the hips, so not too wide apart. Exhale. Let's do a big stretch up. And now exhale inside. Good, and inhale center. Tighten up all the muscles around your waist. Exhale outside. Inhale up. Exhale inside. Inhale up. Exhale outside, and inhale up. Let's step the feet wide apart into an A position. Your legs look like they're in the shape of a letter A. The toes are a little turned out, shoulders are back and down, tummy is collected. We're going to bring our arms up to a 5-pointed star. And here we're coming down to our deep goddess pose. Inhale up, draw in energy, exhale down, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale up, exhale down, the knees are turned out and going in the same direction as the toes. Inhale up, exhale down. We are activating the powerhouse that cranks up the metabolism for the whole body. Let's do 3 or 4 more. Trying to get the buttocks down right between the knees, but you know, you can do a little or a lot. It's totally up to you. Nice work. We're going to bring the toes of the right foot to a little bit of a turned in position. The toes of the left foot turn out. Bending the knee so it tracks directly over the center of the ankle, coming to warrior 2 and up again. Square your shoulders to the front and let's reach out of our fingertips. Out to the very end of your fingers. Push the outside edges of your feet down into the floor. Open your heart to the long side of your mat. Come up, breathe in, come down, breathe out. We're going to do a couple more. Tracking the knee right over the center of the ankle, and we'll hold. Now here we're going to activate oblique abdominal muscles by pulling the rib cage to the right, slide right, and come back to center. Exhale, slide right, inhale, center. Exhale, slide right, inhale, center, exhale, slide right, inhale, center. Nice work. We're bringing the left hand down on top of the left thigh and bringing the right arm up, making a nice straight line through the body from wrist to ankle. Stretching open the rib cage. And if that's feeling good, you could try bringing your forearm down to your thigh, getting a little bit more deeply into the stretch. We're going to bring our hands all the way down to the floor, pivot the back foot, and slowly bring the knee down. You may need yoga blocks under your hands to bring the floor a little closer to your arms. Stretch back into half split and then ease forward again. We're just going to move slowly in and out. tuck the toes in the back, and we'll lift the back knee up and lower it. Up. Push back towards the heel, and then slowly lower. Coming up and down. We're activating the muscles in our quadricep area in the front of the thigh. Still stretching out the hip a little bit. And really starting to talk to the muscles in the calves and get them to stretch out a little too. Let's do a couple more of these. The knee comes down, and now we're coming to hands and knees, tabletop. The fingertips are digging into the mat. The elbows are a little bit soft, and we're going to practice cat and cow again, really connecting with the rectus abdominis muscles that run up through the front of your tummy. Exhale, cat. That's a contraction. Relax the back of your head. Inhale to cow. Let's just do a few of these, mobilizing the spine. Let's do two more. And now we are relaxing back to child's pose. If you cannot get your forehead down to the mat, stack your hands and bring the mat a little closer to your forehead. Right, we're coming to a seated position with our feet out in front of us, wide apart. So we want to have the feet wide enough apart. If you could imagine a yoga mat would fit in between your feet. And flex the feet, bring the hands behind you, push down into the floor, lengthening your spine. And we're mobilizing the hips again. Taking the right knee to the right, Then bring the left knee in. Then bring the left knee towards the left. And bring the right knee in. Take the right knee to the right. Bring the left knee in. So we're trying to separate the movements. Don't worry about getting your knees to the floor. That's not important. Just move as much as you can. Exhale, turn in. And turn out. Inhale. Exhale, turn in. And inhale, turn out. Exhale, turn in. Inhale, turn out. Exhale, turn in. Inhale, turn out. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, turn in. Inhale, turn out. And 1 more. Exhale, turn in. And inhale, turn out. Stretching the feet out wide apart. Hands are still behind our backs. Let's push down into the floor and open the chest. Tighten up the core. And we're going to just flex the feet and point the toes. Flex the feet as much as you can and then point your toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. We'll do 3 or 4 more. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I still have the remnants of a cold. All right, next, keeping the feet flexed if you can. Let's bring our arms up. We'll bend the right elbow and pull it back. Then come to center. Take both arms back and center. Pull the left elbow back and come to center. Both arms back and come to center. Right elbow back, come to center. Both elbows back, come to center. Left elbow back, come to center. Both elbows back. So here we're activating core muscles, loosening up the thoracic area of the vertebrae. We are strengthening our back by contracting it and pulling the elbows back. Doing a gentle twist, mobilizing the spine. Let's just do a couple more of these. And here's our last one. Shoulders down. All right, my arms got tired doing that. Okay, we're flexing the feet if you can. Let's do a big stretch over to the right side. We will take the right hand, place it inside the right calf, slide it down. Stack your shoulders. And if you can, bring the left arm up. Let's reach way over and come up. Take the left hand, place it inside the left calf, and slide your hand down the inside of the calf, reaching towards your ankle. You don't have to touch your ankle or your foot. Just lean to the side. This is stretching out a little muscle in your lower back called the quadratus lumborum, and it can get quite stiff the stretch, stack the shoulders, take a big breath in. And exhale, come up. Let's repeat that. Reaching down inside the right calf, breathe in first. Exhale, reach down. Keep the feet flexed if you can. Bring the left arm up by your ear. Let's reach over to the right side. Take a big breath in. And exhale, come on up. Now the left side, reach down inside the calf, but first breathe in. Exhale, reach down. Now we'll take our arm up, right arm up by the ear. Still flexed, and here we're taking a big breath in, and then exhale, come on up. Nice work. Okay, let's walk the fingers forward. Now you may not move very far. If you're really struggling to get your legs straight here, you might need to put your hands behind your back and just sit tall, holding this. Let's hold the stretch wherever you can. We're going to give the body at least 30 seconds to soften. Nice big breath in and exhale. Nice big breath in and exhale. Nice big breath in and exhale. Just relax wherever you are. Sitting up slowly, we'll lay on our backs, rolling down into the mat. Let's take the right foot and place it on top of the left thigh. Flex the foot. Keep it actively flexing for this whole series. And turn the knee out. Put your right hand inside your right knee, and we're just going to do some little butterfly wing flaps. Knee turns in, knee turns out. So we're giving the hip a little softening movement. And then holding it in the turned out position. Once it starts to feel like, okay, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. We just hold it, we take slow breaths, and we give it 30 seconds. Sure that the foot is actively flexing in dorsiflexion the whole time, bringing it up and slow release down, keeping the knee turned out, bringing it up, slow release down. We're going to bring it up and keep it up, and here I'm rocking the cradle a little bit side to side. Next, holding the figure 4 and bringing it in for a hug. I reach through the donut hole and hold the back of my thigh. But if I couldn't do that, I would just keep holding onto my heel and my knee and gently coax that inward, pressing up with the bottom knee against the ankle. So your left knee is pushing up a little bit. And we're taking those slow breaths, just letting the hip relax. Untangling this, putting both feet flat on the floor and the knees together. Arms out in the T position, opening the chest. I'm going to relax my knees from one side, back to center, and exhale into the gentle twist. You don't have to get your knees all the way down to the floor. As you're doing this, be really considerate of your spine. Taking the time to look away from the knees. Turn and look away from your knees as they go right. You look left. Come to center, breathing in, breathing out into the twist. And as your knees go left, you look right. And let's come on back to center. We're going to take the left foot, flex it actively, and place it on top of the right thigh. The left hand inside the knee here, and just butterfly wing the knee open and release. Notice how your hips are feeling. Take the time to breathe out as you press into the stretch, and keep this foot actively flexing. It helps to tone the muscles around the knee. All right, we're going to hold the stretch open, pressing inside the knee. Relax the face. Relax the chest and shoulders as best you can. And we're going to bring all of this up and then slowly release it down. So we're just lifting and lowering. Exhale, engage core muscles. Inhale, release, and the bottom knee, the right knee, is pressing up against the left ankle, pressing up. 3 or 4 times we rock the legs up and down, and then we hold it in the elevated position. I like to rock a little bit side to side, rock the cradle. To hold our figure 4 stretch for 30 seconds. I'm reaching through the donut hole behind my thigh, lacing my fingers and laying back, trying as best I can to relax my face and shoulders and just keep pulling this up. If I could not reach through to the back of my leg, I might continue to hold on to my heel and my knee and just hold it here. The bottom knee is pressing gently up against the ankle. And we're going for slow breaths in and out. Untangling this, bringing it down, bringing the feet together on the mat and opening the arms to the T position one more time. Pulling the shoulders down away from the ears, the chin in, engaging the core. Let's exhale, relax the knees to one side and look away from them. Inhale to center. Exhale, relax the knees away from the center to the side. Inhale, back to center, square the hips and shoulders. Keep going. Exhaling into your gentle twist. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, gentle twist. Inhaling to center. Now we're going to lay on our side and bend our knees, tucking them up. Resting the head on our arm or on a pillow. Let's take this top arm and we'll draw a nice big circle. So we reach from the hip forward, sliding the hand across the floor, and then up, 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 around and open to the back, laying back. Bring the hand back to the hip, and we'll do that again. Reach forward, reach up, tickling the floor with your fingertips and opening to the back, opening your heart and your arm, supporting your head with the bottom hand. Let's do that again. Draw that great big circle, opening your heart. All right, one more. Great big circle, opening your heart. We're going to lay there for just a moment. Let's get comfortable. If this is too much of a stretch for your chest muscles, try placing that top hand, the one that is reaching towards the back, try placing it on your waist and just taking the elbow back. Let's do those slow breaths. Inhale and sigh. Inhale and sigh. Inhale and sigh. We come back to our start position where we were just relaxed on our side facing forward. And now I'm going to turn my back to you, and we'll do our other arm and make big circles, opening the heart in the other direction. So get yourself comfortable. Take the top arm, reach forward, slide your fingers across the floor, and then tickle the floor, reach up. Your bicep comes beside your ear. You lay back slowly, opening your heart and reaching out to the back. Let's do that again. Bring your hand by your hip. Now reach forward and slowly up, tickling the floor. The bottom hand is supporting your head as you rotate open and closed again. Let's do a couple more of these. They just feel so great. Opening feels like too much for your chest muscles, try putting your hand on your waist. Take a big, deep, slow breath. And sigh. Big, deep, slow breath. And sigh. Big, deep, slow breath. And sigh. Okay, we're coming back to our start position, laying on our side. And now we're going to move on to our tummies. We are almost done. Here, laying on your tummy, if you're not comfortable in the Sphinx position, with your fingertips spread out and your elbows beneath your shoulder lifting up, you could rest with your forehead on your hands. Here, engage all the muscles of your core, tighten up your belt line. Let's bring the right heel up, flex it, look up. And now point the toe and relax the leg, look down. Bring the left heel up in a hamstring curl, flex the foot, look up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it down, look down. Tighten the core again. Bring the right foot up and flex it, look up. And exhale down. Bring the left foot up, flex it, look up. Big breath in. And bring it down, breath out. Laying on your tummy, stretch your arms out in the T position. Bring one hand beneath the shoulder. This is my left hand under my left shoulder. I'm doing the hamstring curl with my left and opening the knee, pushing into the floor, stretching out my heart here against the floor. So my hand is reaching back. And we have spiraled open, giving the posture muscles a great big hello. And breathing here. Let's breathe in, slow breath. And sigh. Let your breath develop the stretch a little bit deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, coming back to your tummy. Reaching the left hand across the floor now, pushing the right hand under the right shoulder. Doing a hamstring curl with the right foot. Now pushing into the right hand and spiraling open, turning the knee out and taking those big breaths and sigh. Coming back onto your tummy, hands underneath your shoulders, doing a ladies push-up. We're going to rest in child's pose for just a minute. The knees are wide. And remember, if you need to stack your hands to bring the floor a little closer to your forehead, that's okay. Let's just rest and breathe and notice how we're feeling. When you're ready, come out of that. I'd like to say thank you to you for being here today, for giving yourself a little tender, loving care. And if you had a good class, give it a thumbs up. Come on back tomorrow for some more. I hope you get outside and play today. We are expecting freezing rain and snow, so I don't think I will be getting outside to play. But I hope wherever you are, it's nice and sunny and you're getting outside.
Thank you, Gail.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot, Gail.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day, guys.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye, Carol. Bye, Kathleen. Bye, Nancy. Bye, Laura. Bye, Caroline.
Thanks, Gail. That was great.
Awesome.
See you.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Strength training tomorrow.
What are you for, girl?
So that was just me saying goodbye to my 9:30 a.m. Zoom class. They have been following me for years and years and years, and they keep me going. See you tomorrow.